A very good morning, children. Let us continue the lesson Public Administration. In the previous video, we have studied about the State Secretariat and its functions as well as the formation. And now let us study about law and order. In order to ensure peace in the country, in order to have peace in the country, the maintenance of law and order is important. What is important to make peace in the country? Maintenance of law and order is important. In the fast growing society of nowadays, the issues of maintaining law and order is a serious issue. So nowadays it is a developing country. India is a developing country as well as it is growing fast nowadays. Society is growing fast. So issues of maintaining law and order is a serious problem. The maintenance of law and order are the two faces of the same coin. How it is? It is a law and order is compared to what? Two faces of same coin. Under 7th schedule of the Constitution, the law and order are included under the state subjects. So, law and order is included under what? Under state subject. Hence, it is a duty of the state government to maintain law and order. So, whose duty is to maintain law and order in the state government? So, it is a state government's duty. The central government has the constitutional right to advise the state governments on the issues pertaining to law and order. Pertaining means to appropriate or related or applicable, which is applicable. Who has the power here? The central government has the constitutional right to pertain or advise, or which is applicable, to give the advice to whom? To which government? State government. What is the role of central government? The role of central government is in maintaining law and order is explained in various articles of the Constitution. So, the role of central government in maintaining law and order has been explained in various articles of the Constitution. As per the article 355, the central government has to protect the states from the external aggression. So, as per the article 355, the central government has to protect the states from what? External aggression. External aggression means feeling angry feelings or behavior that make you to want to attack other people. As per the article 356, whenever there is a constitutional failure of the state government takes place, it should enforce emergency or presidential rule in the state. The Central Home Ministry has a paramilitary forces under its command to ensure law and order in the government. So, it has a paramilitary. Who has the paramilitary forces? Central Home Ministry has paramilitary forces under the command to ensure law and order in the country. Paramilitary means it is an organization in a semi-utilized force whose organization structure training subculture. What are those? First one, Central Armed Reserve, that is CRPF. What do you call? CRPF. This force has the mandate to maintain law and order. Which force has the mandate to maintain law and order? And it tackles any rebellion or provides relief whenever there is a natural calamity. Mandate means the power that is officially given to a group of people to do something, especially after they have won in an election. So, rebellion means an occasion when some of the people in a country try to change the government using violence. So, this is whenever there is a natural calamity. So, what is the first one? Central Armed Reserve has a force to mandate to maintain law and order, and it tackles any rebellion or provides relief whenever there is a natural calamity. Second one, Border Security Force, that is BSF, Border Security Force. This force is formed to check the criminal activities in the borders. So, why this force is formed? To check the criminal forces in the borders. It policies the border to check illegal activities. So it illegal activities means which is not allowed by the law or the government. Policing the border and providing safety and security to the people living in the border areas are the main functions of border security force. So providing safety and security to the people and living in the border areas as well as the main functions of border security force. Third one, railway protection force. It protects the properties of railways. It monitors the illegal activities in train. So illegal activities means which is against the law. Fourth one, Central Industrial Security Force, that is CISF. This force provides protection to various big industries to the central government, and this force is also utilized to serve the airports. So not only the big industries, but also it is utilized to serve the airports. The central government plays the converging role. Converging role means to move towards each other or meet at the same point from the different directions. Role and fulfill the specific role of maintaining law and order in the country. And it provides a framework for maintenance of law and order to the state government by providing skilled personnel and advisors. Who provides? The central government provides a framework for maintenance of what? Law and order to the state government by providing skilled personnel advisors. The role of policy or the structure of state policy. The primary role of state government is to ensure law and order in the state. What is the primary duty of the state government? To ensure, to command the law and order in the state. In order to fulfill this duty, which duty? Law and order, state governments have a policy force that will have adequate training and functions. They will have, in order to maintain law and order in the state or the department, state government have the policy, have adequate training as well as functions. The police departments come under the Home Ministry. So which department comes under Home Ministry? Police department, and Home Minister has the responsibility of police force. Who has the responsibility of police force, children? Home Minister. The Home Minister is headed by whom? Headed by the Secretary, who would be from IAS cadre. Who will be from IAS cadre? Who is headed? The Home Minister is headed by whom? By the Secretary. The Secretary aids the Home Minister in his day-to-day administration. Who aids the Home Minister? The Secretary aids or helps the Home Minister in his day-to-day administration. So the state policy structure is as follows. What is the structure of state policy? That is Home Minister or either Home Minister or Home Secretary. Under them, Director General Police, that is DGP will be there. That is head of the DGP is the head of the police department. Under him, Additional Director General of Police, that is ADGP. Deputy Inspector General of Police, Divisional Head. Under him, Superintendent of Police, that is SP. We will call this SP, no? That is Superintendent of Police, head of the District Police Administration. Below him, Deputy Superintendent of Police, that is DYSP. He will be the divisional head. Under him, Circle Police Inspector, CPI, that is Circle Head. Under him, Police Sub-Inspector, that is PSI. Below him, Assistant Sub-Inspector of Police, that is ASI. Below him, Head Constable, and below him, who will be there? Police Constable. So these are the structures of state police structure. So the police force performs a major role in maintaining law and order of the state. So who performs a major role in maintaining law and order of the state? The police department performs a major role. If there is no police department, what would happen? We would not live with a safety. So this is all about the structure of state policy under the state government. So this is all about the public administration, children. Hope you have understood. Thank you.